How's it going, guys? Today is Saturday, which is of course fight day, so I'm going to be doing my last minute predictions on the fight between Kuzmin and Bakole, which is a fight taking place on the undercard of Joshua Pulev. I think this is going to be a very entertaining fight to watch. Could be one of the best, or if not the best fight of the weekend. Both of these fighters are pretty entertaining. They're both aggressive fighters, kind of pressure fighters. Both of them have power, two big men, and from a stylistic point of view, I do think it's going to be very entertaining. As I say, they're both there to be hit, and they're going to come forwards and they're going to clash in the middle of the ring, and it's going to be a battle of who's more durable, who's fitter, who can, let their hands go the most and last the longest in there, because I don't think this is really going to be too much of a skillful fight. I think this is going to be a battle of attrition, who's going to be able to impose their will and size or on the opposite opponent. So I'm leaning towards Bakole in this fight simply because I think he's got a higher punch output of the two fighters. He seems to let his hands go a bit more, so he'll be, in my opinion, winning the early rounds as the fight goes on. So if it happens to go to a decision, I think Bakole's going to have the higher punch output, which would swing the fight in his favor. But I don't think this fight's going to go the distance, just simply because, like I said, neither of these guys is defensively blessed. They're both going to be there to get hit, and they're both going to be hitting and getting hit by each other. So I don't think it's going to go the distance. They both have power. And I think from a stylistic point of view, this is a favorable matchup for both fighters, because I think neither of these two guys do well against the smaller, more skillful fighters that can move and have a bit more speed. We saw that they both fought Michael Hunter, and they both lost to Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter was able to box and move, use speed. He was fitter than them, and that proved to be problems for both these men. And this fight, neither of these two guys are going to have that problem of having to track down a more skillful, boxer that's faster and more skilled than them, because in this fight, they're just two big men that are going to meet in the middle of the ring. And like I say, it's going to be a battle of will and power. And at the moment, I'm leaning towards Bakole. But there is a possibility that if Kuzmin can take all Bakole's shots that he's letting go early, that Bakole could fatigue and possibly Kuzmin could stop him. I mean, Kuzmin's a big puncher as well. You've seen the videos of him. I think he stopped Joe Joyce in the amateurs, and he had a very big amateur background. So he's a pretty good fighter himself. I think it's a very evenly matched fight, although there's a lot more hype around Bakole. You're hearing rumblings that, he's quite a monster. He did this and he knocked that guy out in sparring and all that. We'll find out tonight who's the better of these two guys. I think it's a pretty evenly matched fight. Almost a 50-50 fight. So at the moment, I'm leaning towards Bakole to win. I won't be surprised if Kuzmin wins. Thanks for listening, guys. That's my thoughts on this fight. Let me know what you guys think about the fight in the comments below.